Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 7 would like to present Information System and Technology Outsourcing.
This is what we will discuss in this topic. The first one is the introduction, followed by the types of outsourcing, the categories of information system outsourcing, the implication towards personnel or organizational, the case study, and the last one is the conclusion. For introduction, outsourcing information systems and technology is a contracting with outside suppliers to provide a variety of IT services, including as data entry, data center operations, application maintenance and development, disaster recovery, and network management and operations. So basically, outsourcing information system is giving services to another party or outside suppliers in terms of IT services. Outside suppliers might be full service providers, consulting businesses, leasing companies for employees, or individual IT specialists. In Malaysia, outsourcing information system continues to expand as rising financial pressures, citizen demands, and employee attrition push both governments and the public sector to investigate new operational models with embedded ICT technology.
There are 4 types of IT outsourcing. One of the types of IT outsourcing is facilities management outsourcing. For this type of outsourcing, the service provider has a significant role in operating the technological resources of the service receiver to operate its complex IS data centers. Second, complete IS outsourcing. It involves the transfer of the entire computer and communication center together with the related IS personnel from the service receiver to the service provider. Next, time sharing outsourcing. In this type of outsourcing, the receiver's IS personnel simply buy computer time from the service provider in order to perform the relevant tasks. And the last one is systems integration outsourcing. A single service provider is contracted to manage the installation and operation of the integrated systems, and the system integrator assumes the overall responsibility for the quality and performance of the multi-vendor environment.
There are 4 categorized information system outsourcing depending upon the extent to which a company relies on the outsourcer for its information system activities. The first one is total outsourcing. Total outsourcing transfers information technology assets, lease, staff, and management responsibility for the delivery of information service from internal information service functions to third-party vendors, which represent at least 80% of the information system budget. The second one is total insourcing. Total insourcing retains the management and provision of at least 80% of the information system budget internally after evaluating the information system service market. Included in the definition of insourcing is the buying in of vendor resources to meet a temporary need, such as programmers in the later stage of a new development project or management consultants to facilitate a strategic planning process. The third one is selective sourcing. Selective sourcing located selected information system function with external providers while still providing between 20% and 80% of the information system budget. The vendor become responsible for delivering the result of the selective outsourced information system activities, while the customer remains responsible for delivering the result of the insourced information system activities. The last one is de facto insourcing. De facto insourcing uses internal information system departments to provide products and services that arise from historical precedent rather than from a recent revolution of the information system service market.
The positive impact of outsourcing IT services on key personnel. First, by outsourcing IT services, the individual's work capacity can be reduced. Work overload is sometimes unavoidable, especially for small and medium-sized businesses dealing with strict deadlines and requirements. With limited staff working on a project, errors and delays may occur. Therefore, outsourcing can solve capacity issues by providing additional manpower. Second, increases personal productivity. With routine, administrative, and specialized tasks outsourced to contractors, outsourcing can free up your business to focus on its strengths, allowing your staff to concentrate on their main tasks and future strategy. Next, the negative impact of outsourcing IT services on key personnel. The key personnel may lack experience in the outsourcing relationship. The employees did not know the proper way of gathering information from service providers due to not being familiar with best practices and common concepts in the workflow. Outsourcing IT services can also lead to less engagement from employees. Internal employees may worry that contract assignments outside the company put their positions in danger, while managers may see outsourcing as a cost-effective option. Employees may feel like they are being replaced and not always needed in operations. The positive impact of outsourcing IT services on organization. Outsourcing IT services could lead to cost savings. Many businesses have launched extensive cost-cutting initiatives, including reductions in staffing levels as a result of fierce competition. An outsourcer may be able to offer equivalent IT services at a significant cost reduction. For example, outsourcing companies may use highly capable individuals from countries with low wage bills. Therefore, their fees will be much lower than what you could pay to hire professionals in your country with similar capabilities. Outsourcing IT services can also promote more flexibility in carrying out daily operational activities. Organizations must be more adaptable to keep up with an environment that is changing quickly. This necessitates an IT operation that can adapt swiftly to shifting requirements. Advocates claim that outsourcing, which enables businesses to use a variety of resources, skills, and capacities given by the vendor, can help businesses achieve this flexibility. The next part is the negative impact of outsourcing IT services on organization. Outsourcing partners may not provide equipment or IT system that fully meet requirements. The cost of reworking or redesigning the system will have the worst impact on the customer because they will have to bear additional costs and the service response time will be delayed longer than the expected time. Implementing this approach could cause a lack of highly skilled IT employees. A heavy reliance on outsourcing services will often prevent managers from getting staff with the right skills as the first line of support, which can result in poor management and productivity. Furthermore, managers who actively rely on this approach may overlook the importance of adequate training programs for employees because they believe the requirement is unnecessary and expensive.
Okay, now we take a look at the case study for this topic. So it was called the AND project. The AND project started in 2012. The Ministry of Education, SEP for its acronym in Spanish, from a southern state in Mexico outsourced the development of the AND platform to an IT service provider. The objective of the AND platform is to accelerate the learning processes to improve PISA scores in middle schools. The provider conducted research about learning process and adopted theories linked with the notion of multiple intelligence and learning styles. For this reason, the platform is based on the identification of learning profiles and the assignment of content consistent with each user profile. Okay, so how does this project works? The content in the platform were designed by external partners to match the required variety of topics. Contents were adapted to the multiple intelligence frameworks, which define intelligence in terms of the traditional verbal and quantitative skills, and also at the same time add non-traditional dimensions such as the ability to socialize or to understand the space and the movement. Specific contents were designed by the Ministry of Education was actually supervised by the Mathematics faculty of the state universities. From this project, the positive result obtained in the different tests represented a great advantage to ensure the continuity of the project. Through the change of administration, the government was very interested in generating benefits for the citizens, and the platform addressed those related to educational needs. So for 2016, the contract between the IT provider and its SAP was seen based of a yearly license payment. Thus, the renewal of the license for future years after the change in 2017 of the person in charge of the SAP will depend on the new administration decision.
Last but not least, we end up our presentation with the conclusion. To sum up, outsourcing information system (IS) are used in current time all over the world. There are several types of IS outsourcing, including facilities management, complete IS, time sharing, and systems integration. Besides that, IS outsourcing are categorized into 4: total outsourcing, total insourcing, selective sourcing, and de facto insourcing. However, we can't deny that all prosperity comes through adversity, so that is IS outsourcing. The implications has been divided into two, including key personal and organizational impacts. The real situation can be seen in the case where the Ministry of Education (SAP) from a southern state in Mexico outsourced the development of the M platform to an IT service provider. Hence, outsourcing of IS is essential for assisting human activities. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you.